Alola, Pokemon Trainers, Professor Chaz here, the lab coat's on back order, and welcome back to our Pokemon Moon playthrough, episode number 68. In the last episode, not really that much was accomplished, I guess. Well, we did start training up a new team, and I'll show you them in just a moment, because the next mission we wanted to do was complete the Pony Gauntlet, deal with all the trainers here, find the items, and gain access to the battle tree, which you can see right in the background, in the distance here. We are pretty much right outside, because Lightning Milittens did mention on a previous episode it'd be cool if I started doing some Wi-Fi battles in Pokemon Sun and Pokemon Moon with some viewers out there. And I've said this has been the plan the entire time, but I wanted to wait until I gained access to the battle tree, because I can do some off-camera battling of the opponents, try to get some cool battle items like the choice items such as Choice Scarf, Choice Specs, things like, what else are there? Like, Red Card, Focus Sash, all those kind of good items, and I can start doing some creative ideas for different teams to do some Wi-Fi battles with some viewers out there as part of a throwback for hitting 1,000 subscribers on the channel, which we did way back at the end of last year. But anyway, what we're planning to do today, pop into the battle tree and see what's going on there, see if we can learn a few things about what's going on. But if we have time, I then want to go see if we can recruit another Tapu onto our team, Tapu Bulu of Ula Ula Island. But first of all, let's start off the team recap, and as I bring them up, I will mention this is going to be, what I say a lot of times, a shorter episode, because we're still trying to get caught up time-wise from when we dealt with the Ultra Beasts on Akala Island. That took a lot of time, and I'm going to aim for a half hour on this episode. I wanted to do that for last episode. I went over time, pretty much at a regular 45 minute episode last time. So let's see if I can focus myself and dedicate to go to a half hour here. Anyway, starting off the team recap, we have our timid Pokemon, our Alolan Sandshrew Igaloo at level 63. She has the Snow Cloak ability, boosting evasiveness in a hailstorm, holding the Eviolite to add to her defenses, 50% each, and the moveset is Iron Head, Leech Life, Swords Dance, and Hail. I suppose I don't need to mention what the nature does, because you can see on the screen the red stat of speed is increased, the blue stat of attack is decreased to the nature, so you can just kind of read that. Anyway, next we have Sonata, our Careful Primarina at level 65, our starter Pokemon, of course. He has the Torrent ability, boosting water moves at low HP, and holding Mystic Water to add power to the water-type attacks, adding 20% power, I believe. Moonblast, Sparkling Aria, Hyper Voice, and Aqua Jet. And those are our two current trainees, starting off with the previous returning Pokemon from past generations. We've got good old Zapdos, a Jolly Pokemon, had to stop and think what the nature was. Pressure ability, boosting the PP usage of opponents when landing hits against good old Zapdos. Holding that Firium Z to allow for the Inferno Overdrive based off of Heat Wave. He also has Thunderbolt, Signal Beam, and Hidden Power. Next we have our Calm Blastoise Sheldon, who is also got the Torrent ability like Sonata. And Icium Z is the held item to allow for the Sub-Zero Slammer from Avalanche. He also has Scald, Bulldoze, and Rock Tomb. Next is our Lonely Bibarel Chuck from the Dream World back in Gen 5. So he has his hidden ability of Moody, sharply boosting one stat at the end of each turn while lowering another stat at the same turn. And holding Rockium Z to power up Rollout into the Continental Crush. He also has Waterfall, Bulldoze, and Super Fang. And last but not least, our Gen 6 team member from Gen 3 Pokemon, Scales the Salamence. Scales is a Impish Pokemon. I didn't know what that nature was. Intimidate is the ability, lowering the opponent's attack when coming into battle. And Dragonium Z allows for, which we saw last time, the devastating Drake attack from Dragonclaw. He also has Steel Wing, Fire Fang, and Tailwind. So, I can now pop into the battle tree, but just before we do that, I kind of want to, let me just go in here, see if we can unlock it as a fly location, because once we dealt with all the trainers here, Mina, the painter that we dealt with, or battled back when we met up with Looker at one point, she does want to battle us again. And she's at the start of this route, but there's a lot of grass to run through. I'd rather not waste time with encounters. This gentleman here, I thought it was a trainer. As it turns out, this is something also I believe Lightning Milittens did let me know about. This guy was offering a trade. My Talonflame takes great pride in its speed. Let's trade Pokemon. Let's see. I want Beware. No, I don't have a Beware. Oh well, if you change your mind, trade Pokemon with me, alright? Can do. Now this one, the Talonflame he trades to you, does apparently have the hidden ability of Gale Wings, which is pretty good, giving priority to all flying type attacks used by the Pokemon. But I have heard, no I don't know this for sure, but I've heard that they've changed Gale Wings so that its effect only applies if the user has max HP. So essentially, the Talonflame is only going to get one chance to go for a flying type priority move, and as soon as it loses even one hit point, it no longer has the priority with Gale Wings. So they kind of nerfed it quite a bit, I would say. Welcome to the battle tree, where we carve Alola's battles into history. Alright, let's pop in here and see what Battle Tree is all about. I'm assuming I can fly here afterwards. Let's just take a quick look now. Look at that, it's a fly location. So let's just head back now and deal with Mina, and then we can fly right back to the Battle Tree. Sound like a plan? It better, because we're already doing it. So let's see what Mina has to offer. We already fought her before. What were her levels at? I have no clue. I hear some grass rustling, but that's nothing to worry about. That's just another Raticate or Gumshoes, I'm sure. So Tauros is going to smash our way through all these rocks. Wait, let's get this one. Is it an item? Bust it. No item. Alright. Let's go up this way. Bust it. No item. Let's dodge the Pokemon. Bust it. No item. Alright. So we can head down here, but before we do, let's smash that rock. I'm not letting that rock get away. We're taking it out. Boom! No item. Alright then. Tauros, you've done your job well. Let's go, Mina. Oh, the one from the Great Composition. Looks like you've beaten everybody else in this place, huh? Then let's have a battle against Captain Mina. Let's get our Z on. I hope you're ready for the extraordinary Z power of me and my Pokemon. I'll take you on. Then here I go. I'm going all out big time. Me and my team are full power to the max. I get level 100s, because I've got a good number of those with me. So, do all the captains have this rainbow background behind them? I remember Alima did, and I think Lana and... who else did we battle already? I can't remember. I know we fought Lana. I think Mallow we fought also. We see a Klefki. There's not much Igaloo can do to that. Although we are pretty much decently leveled. Let's just go to Sonata. What could this thing do to us? No, we don't resist Steel. Fairy is weak, but Water does resist, so Steel would be neutral. Steel would have been neutral to Igaloo as well, though. But Igaloo can't do much back in response, whereas Sonata has the option to do so. It's called Sparkling Aria. Of course, you're going to Prankster Light Screen, though. Get your special defenses up. I suppose I can't fault you for that. That is a clever play. I wonder if they're holding the Light Clay to boost that up. Yeah, not a lot of damage. But if I need to, I can, of course, rely on my level 100, which I might, you know. I see no problem bringing them in for battle. So, with your Light Screen special defense up, I could Aqua Jet. I don't think you're in range for an Aqua Jet KO yet, though. Now, when I was doing some training off-screen, actually, I don't know if it was recorded for the last episode or not, but I found that Aqua Jet was outspeeding a Wild Raticate's Sucker Punch. Now, I used to think, or I thought, didn't Sucker Punch used to be like, oh, you know, outspeeding anything else? Maybe they changed it. I don't know. Maybe it doesn't have the massive speed priority that it used to. Either way, we see a Ribombi. So, Bug Fairy, where you resist the bug type at least. And the light screen is still up, I believe. I didn't see it fall yet. Oh, you got Energy Ball. Pretty decently painful. Let's get the Sparkling Aria Torrent boosted, fired off, and get a critical. No. But I'm going to risk it and say an Aqua Jet does bring you down. There we go. I can switch out, of course, at any point. I could go into... well, I could have gone into Igaloo to resist the Energy Ball, plus get a nice, powerful Iron Head off, as we see a Shiinotic. So, Grass and Fairy. Well, that is resisted by good old Igaloo, so let's do that. Does he have all Fairy types? What was her first... yeah, Klefki, Ribombi, and now Shiinotic. They're all Fairy thus far. There hasn't been a Fairy trainer, has there? Or, I mean, a Fairy trial, because she gave us the Fairy Z. Let's go with the Swords Dance. If necessary, we can go for the Giga Drain. I mean, Giga Drain, that's just what hit us with. Go for the Leech Life. It is neutral. Oh, come on, don't. Shake yourself awake. You got this, Igaloo. Come on. You can do it. I believe in you, girl. I did. And then that happened. Alright, let's go with the good old Chesto Berry. Waking up our Alolan Sandshrew. Still one of my favorite types. Just look how cool it is. Oh, Moonblast. Painful, but we have resistance. And we do outspeed you. Oh, my special attack fell. Every time I see that stat drop, I'm thinking that's my special defense. Let's heal back some HP as they go for another Spore, probably. Or would this thing have Effect Spore ability? A lot of mushrooms seem to have that. Now you can shake yourself awake. I know it. You can do this. I knew it! You could do that! Alright, so let's go with another Leech Life, finishing the Shiinotic. Any other fairy type that comes in, unless their other type resists it, they can fall to a pretty powerful Iron Head at +2 with the Swords Dance. And then after this, we can finally head back to the battle tree. So yeah, after we deal with Mina, ooh, level up. We might not have time to go after Tapu Bulu, but that can of course be how we kick off the next episode. A Wigglytuff. Now these things can learn Focus Blast. It is a scary potential possibility. Unless they don't survive the Iron Head. I knew you could do it. Way to go, Igaloo! Just plowing through these fairy types. The last one in is going to be a Granbull. It's going to intimidate me. Well, still at +1 though. Now, would we see a Z attack from this thing? We do see an Earthquake. We get the Eviolite though. It almost didn't matter. That was a full 100 points of damage. Iron Head. Down goes the Granbull. Alright. Didn't even need the level 100s. Our current trainees pulled that off nicely. Let's care for these folks. Whoa! I'm shocked at your strength! Again? Because we destroyed you last time when Looker pitted us against one another. Alright, let's deal with all this filthy, filthy dust. How'd you get all this dust on you? What attacks did you get hit by? I'm thinking just the Earthquake. You'd think the Earthquake would cause mud. Or maybe not. I don't know. Either way, is Sonata okay? He is, but he's going to have to take some citrus berries, of course, to heal up. We are good with the Pokemon Refresh. No, we're good. Bye, Igaloo. Closed her eyes and everything, going for a nap. Alright, not bad. What do we get? Huh, well this is frustrating. I failed to really use my full power. You didn't even fire off a Z move. But it was a fun battle, so take this, big time! Speaking of bottle caps, that is a code card you can get from GameStop stores in the US, Canada, Australia, and Europe, I think they are. I don't know. I did a news report on this yesterday. I just finished recording it as of my recording time right now. But anyway, that being said, bottle cap. I like to draw a picture of the way you look when you're battling, Chaz. Let's have another full power Pokemon battle again sometime, yeah? So if we come back and battle her like maybe once a day? That would be interesting. Alright, let's go for the citrus berries. Ooh, everyone needs a little bit of a heal here. Well, everybody but the 2 current trainees. And then we can fly right on back to the battle tree and get that thing started up and see what exactly is happening over there. I don't know if I'm going to get into any battles just yet, but I'd like to do the first battle on camera, just so you guys can see my initial attempt at the battle tree. Don't know how long it's going to take, though, because we're currently sitting at about 15 minutes until I end off this video, because I want to try to really hit that 30-minute mark. If I can hit 30 minutes, then... Look, we were actually just a few feet away from the fly location when we saved it last time. But if I can hit the 15-minute mark to finish this episode off, then we'll be good for the rest of the week. But who are these mysterious people? You're Chaz, right? Yeah? See that, Red? I've still got it! The name's Blue. This guy is Red. Nice to meet you, and hey, congrats to you on becoming champion of Alola. We are both champions of the Kanto region in our own ways. Our own days, I mean. Nice to meet a fellow champ, yeah? What do you say, Red? Still as silent as ever, eh? Look, I'm a trainer. So, if I see another strong trainer, I'm gonna want to fight them. So how about a battle? Which one of us will you choose? Well, I haven't beaten Red yet. If you watch the Pokemon Silver playthrough, you know Red destroyed my team. No, I shouldn't say destroyed my team. We did pretty decent, but Red did beat us at the top of Mount Silver. I have yet to lose to Blue. This is also one of those things I want to get your feedback out there. Who should I battle? I could probably battle them again at some point, but let's go with Red. Fine. Huh? We're taking on Trainer Red, the very first Pokemon trainer in the entire history of the Pokemon franchise. This is who you play as back in Red and Blue, of course. He's got a Pikachu! Of course he does have a Pikachu. What else is he going to have? He's going to have the same team that he had at the top of Mount Silver? That'd be kind of interesting. Level 70. Well then. I'll give Igaloo one shot to go for a Leech Life. That's physical. What are you planning to do with that? Alright then. See, whenever I lose a Pokemon in an unfair way, such as that, I like Retribution. I could probably save this for a later part of the battle, but I don't care. Goodbye, Pikachu. Of course, I am using my only Z move of the battle right now, but we do have level 100 Pokemon, so I don't think I'm too scared about taking on Red here. This is what should have happened back in the Silver playthrough. Of course, I didn't have Scales back then. Scales wasn't even available back in Gen 2. But let's just go with this. Tackle that. I was gonna say, watch me get static on that. Can you even get status conditions from, like, Z moves like that? So we see a Lapras. We're going to see, of course, Blizzard come in. Let's switch over to our defensive Water-type Resistant. I could have gone into Chuck as well, though. And fire off the Moody ability, get some fun craziness going on there. Alright, go ahead. We're going to dodge it, and we're going to throw a Rock Tomb at you. Super effective. You're only level 65. What's the deal with that? Why is Pikachu stronger than you? So it'll slow you down. I'm gonna see what a Bulldoze can do. Let's go for Bulldoze. It's fully accurate. It'll slow it down again. Not that it really matters, because we are landing the hits. Okay, Rock Tomb should take you down at this point. Critical Bulldoze. Nice. At -2 speed. Psychic, go ahead. We handle that easily. I just realized, when we took on Red on Mount Silver, I was using Sheldon back then as well. So this is retribution for being unable to take you down. And I think Sheldon was one of the better ones that I used, too. I remember when I used my Venusaur, he dropped pretty fast. Speaking of Venusaur... I'm gonna try something. Hit me with something really good. So you go for Bulldoze. That does boost Avalanche's power to 120. I thought so. You should have gone for your Frenzy Plant or something like that, Red. Next in, we see Charizard. How are we going to deal with this thing? Let's go with a nice, powerful Scald attack. Ooh, you're going to burn me. Now, you have a chance to cool it off with a blowing on your own skin there, Sheldon. You can do that, come on. So it doesn't affect the power of Scald, of course. It's just special-based. Charizard falls to that. Can we blow the burn away? Not just yet, but it doesn't really affect us anyway. Although, other than Scald, everything Sheldon has is physical. But if we're lucky, we could burn the Snorlax. I don't think I need to slow it down any. It's pretty slow as it is. Come on, put the heat of the burn into your Scald. Ah, well. And Body Slam. Smartest thing to do is to switch right now. I'm going to switch into our Salamence once again for the Intimidate, lowering the attack stat. Then I think we can probably take this thing with a Dragon Claw. Would you have taught this thing Blizzard too? Because I think it had Blizzard at the top of the mountain. What did he have up? Oh, he didn't even have a Snorlax back in Silver, did he? I think it was a Espeon. Or was it Espeon instead of Lapras? I can't remember. Anyway, let's go for the Dragon Claw. See if it's a knockout at this range. Almost wasn't based on how slow that was moving down, but we do get the knockout. The last one is going to be Blastoise. That thing's going to have probably Ice Beam or Blizzard as well. Let's give Chuck a shot. Let's see what the Moody can do for us. We can Super Fang this thing too, bring it down by 50%. I should maybe be using Chuck to weaken some of these Legendaries and Ultra Beasts. Super Fang is just like Nature's Madness. So Moody fires off, accuracy goes up sharply while our defense falls. So let's go ahead and... With the accuracy up, I'm going to lock myself into Rollout. Let's see what we can do with this. It's going to be minimal for the first hit, of course. Which wasn't bad for the first. Ooh, you got Dark Pulse, do ya? So Moody goes, our defense sharply rises as our attack falls. So the next rollout is going to be a little bit less powerful than it should be, but it's still getting double the power on the second turn. About as much as the first one did. Now you're going to go Hydro Pump on our Water type. Chuck just basically sat there and drank it up. You see that? Now we get special attack sharply rising and defense falling again. I love Moody, no matter, like, of course, there's plenty of times it can really be detrimental to you. You can lose the stats that you want to keep, but it's just so wacky, silly, crazy. You don't know what's going to happen next. From one turn to the next, you could be changing your battle strategy. Do I want to be physically offensive or specially defensive? Speed rises sharply, special attack falls. It's so fun. I love it. I say my ultimate tournament, if I could make one, would be nothing but Moody metronome users. Just think of all the randomness that would be. Anyhow, we defeat Red, who doesn't have anything to say for himself. 18,000 bucks, though. I'll take that. And we gotta brush some dust off of poor little Chuck. I guess it would be all the rollouts, all that dustiness coming his way. Alright, so we have enough time to, I think, step foot into the battle tree and see what exactly is happening there. Does anyone else need care, first of all? Sheldon does. So does Scales, too. You know, Scales does not yet have full hearts either for affection. Oh yeah, you're paralyzed. What happened to Scales? He got paralyzed too, I believe. And poor Igaloo has been knocked out again. These trainers not being very nice on the Pony Gauntlet. Seriously, how does a Pikachu... Well, I guess maybe the Light Ball could have been something, but still. Come on, Pikachu gets through the Eviolite and the massive defense of our Alolan Sandshrew. I guess it's a well-trained Pikachu. Alright, Scales is back up and rolling as well. Let's see what Trainer Red, well, has to say for himself. We already know. Nothing. Nothing at all. We were called here to be the new bosses of this here battle tree. We'll definitely battle again, if you can manage to make it through the battle tree, that is. And when we do, I'll show you just what a top Kanto trainer can do. Technically, that includes me. I'm from Kanto as well, guys. Come on. Smell you later. No, he didn't actually say it, but you know he's thinking it. He's thinking what we're all saying. Alright, let's go with a revive. I don't know if there's any, I would assume there's a healing spot inside the tree, but just in case, let's get Igaloo back up. There we go. So, another injury added to the layout, unfortunately. It's almost to the point where I don't even really need to record them anymore, because they don't really matter overall. But again, I just want to keep track of how many do I actually suffer by the end of the playthrough, because as soon as the next generation does eventually come out, I want to be able to sort of look at my current injury count and see, can I do better than than that next time? I'm keeping records in the battle tree. Do you want to see your results? No, I've got nothing. This Pokemon has relatively superior... Who are you? No one impressive enough to shock me awake. Oh, come on. I'll tell you what, then. I'm not going to change the layout, but I do know for a fact Tails the Ninetales has some pretty impressive stats. I've had her checked before. Let's see what you say about Tails, buddy. This Pokemon has relatively superior... who are you? Oh, come on. What do I do then? I gotta unlock something to make him respawn? So he seems to be like he's gonna be the potential judge to tell you what kind of stats or IVs your Pokemon are working with. But apparently I'm not impressive enough yet for him to talk to. What is this? Hello, welcome. Do you want to trade your battle points for some prizes? Let's see what you have. King's Rock. Okay, so these are evolutionary items. Yeah. These are all evolutionary items, okay. I've been getting a lot of Electorizers and Magmarizers off of wild Elekid and Magbees too, so I don't even really need those. So what do you offer? You've got yourself a lot of the held items for competitive play. So this is the person I'm going to want to be able to spend my battle points on a lot. Protective pads. Item held Pokemon. These pads protect the holder from effects caused by making direct contact with the target. Okay, so something like Thunder Punch. You would take the damage, but you wouldn't get paralyzed by it. That's cool. Where did I get the safety goggles? Oh, the guy in the desert. Right. So I got a few of these things already, but I'm going to need to start stocking up some battle points before I can get anything else. And you would offer the Mega Evolution Stones, I think? 64 battle points for each one. Now going through the entire list, ooh, Salamence. I've got a Salamence. I don't see the Beedrillite. Of course, that's going to be an item given out in the next International Challenge for February. But I do have a Slowbro. I do have a couple of Gyarados. I have an Aerodactyl. I got a few Pokemon I could use the Mega Stones for. Alright, but let's see what this first person here at the top says. Welcome to the battle tree. I'm the receptionist. How can I help you? Let's learn more. What would you like to hear about? About the battle tree. You can enjoy various kinds of battles with many different trainers here. You can choose either single battles, double battles, or multi-battles. You're competing to see how many trainers you can win your way through in a row. If you lose even once, your win streak will end there. You'll have to start over from 0, so please be careful. Each time you defeat a trainer, you'll receive battle points or BP that you can use to scout trainers or exchange for prizes. The longer your win streak, the more BP you'll receive. Do your best to set an awesome record. Rules of battle. There are 3 important points you need to keep in mind to battle at the battle tree. First, battles at the battle tree are held under flat rules. Any Pokemon higher than level 50 will have their level lowered to 50. Second, you'll need a certain number of Pokemon for your battles. You'll need 3 for singles, 4 for doubles, and multis. Or for 4 multi-battles, each trainer will need 2. Last thing, you can't use more than one of the same Pokemon or item in your battles. However, if your partner in a multi-battle has the same Pokemon or item as you, that's not a problem. And let's talk about scouting. When you participate in a multi-battle, you can select a trainer who you've scouted after battling in single battles or double battles here at the battle tree to be your partner. You must defeat them before you can scout them, though. Keep in mind that you can't scout battle legends. Speaking of who are they? I don't know. Try to find a partner you like. Well, that's going to be it for now. I'll do some battling... I'll do some battling, not the next episode. What I'm going to do, since I have unlocked this, I'm going to fly my way over to Ula Ula Island. And we'll just save up. Let's just save at the top of the Pokemon League right here. What we're going to do is save it up here, because we are pretty much at the half-hour mark. Adding in my usual post time of rambling, which I tend to do a lot of. But we're going to save things up here. I'm going to heal first of all. And next episode, we're going to see if we can add Tapu Bulu to our collection, because we do know that there are still, or is still, at least one possible sighting of an Ultra Beast here on this very island. UB04 Blaster, as we were told by Nanu. Was it 2 episodes back, I think? I think so. So, next episode, we're going to go and see if we can convince Tapu Bulu to join us. And then... there's a few other little things that I can take care of for the rest of that episode. Then we're going to do a bit of a training montage and get Tapu Bulu and my current Pokemon trained up, because I have a hunch UB04 Blaster is going to be level 70 based on the trend we've been seeing from the other Ultra Beasts. And once I do some training with the Tapu Bulu on the team, if we manage to catch it, I really don't know if we're going to or not, but if we do manage to, we're also going to go do some title defense here at the Pokemon League to get a little bit more training and see what happens after you beat the Elite Four. Who comes to challenge me? Oh, I look cold. I'm going to step inside. I've already saved it. I'm still kind of scared to save inside a Pokemon Center in case there is some sort of a glitchy thing, but it doesn't hurt to save outside anyway. But yeah, I guess that's it. So stay tuned for tomorrow's episode, in which we will go for Tapu Bulu and do some more not post-game stuff, but some other things that Ice King 688 has let me know a few other things I can take care of, and I suppose that is going to round things out for that episode. And then on Friday's episode, we'll be defending our title as Alolan champion against whoever wants to try to take us down. Of course, I'll have a decent team of partially level 100s to do that. But, as I say, that is it, the end for today. I want to say thanks for checking out today's episode, everybody. Feel free to leave a like down below if you enjoyed it, and leave a comment letting me know what else you'd like to see me take care of in the post-game here, and any other topics of discussion you'd like me to talk about during the downtime of random trainer battles and such. I haven't really been talking too much about what's going on outside the game. I'm just focusing on what's happening, but a lot of cool things are happening in-game, so I guess that's not a big deal. But if you missed any episodes of Pokémon Moon so far, there's been quite a number of them. And in the full description down below, there's a link to the entire playlist. Plus, at the outro, you'll see some links to some other videos that I have done, such as Pokemon Sapphire, Pokemon TCG, news update video thingies every week. So every day, some sort of Pokemon content here on the channel. So subscribe if you're not subscribed in the outro for your chance to get all of this stuff the moment it goes published on YouTube. But with that, again, we are done. I want to say once more, thanks for checking out today's episode. Professor Chaz is signing off, and I'll catch you next time.